Belfast, capital of what's known as the British province of Northern Ireland. Its 1.5 million people are deeply divided in both politics and religion. About 56% are Protestants and 38% Roman Catholics. Extremist groups on both sides seized on the religious differences as a way of widening the political divide and to justify the killing and bombing campaigns they inflicted on Northern Ireland during more than a quarter of the century. Late in 1994, the groups agreed to a ceasefire, but their murals remain, and with them, not surprisingly, continuing suspicion and distrust.
You still have all the walls and the fences, and you have just this physical division of the people, and this is still somehow very present if you go to these working class communities. And when I then spoke to the kids, I realized that in their daily life they're just still, that there is no interaction, they're still somehow growing up separately. You know, there is not fighting every day, and this is not like the conflict is present like that, but it's just still in the mind of the people. Most of the kids I photographed, you know, they were all born after the peace agreement, so the real troubles, they just know it by what the family tells them. And I think in most of the families and communities, of course, it's still some issue, and the conflict still is present. Probably, you know, the families they can't forget, because all the families, there are some victims, and this is something still very much in the families. So the kids, I mean, they just grow up in this environment, and they just take it somehow and have to take it. So they know about the history, they know about what happened at which corner in the city, and almost in every corner something happened. So it's still very present. But on the other hand, I think that they realize that practically for their lives shouldn't be an influence by this, you know, by this history. I mean, they just want to finish school, they want to get jobs, they want to live a life like any other kid in Europe. One of the boys I met in 2016, and he was really talking bad about the other side. And when I was there last year, I got to know that he's not together with a girl from the other side. When I finished the book, I tried to give a copy of the book to all the people who helped me and who are in the book. And I brought one copy to a family, and the grandmother was looking at the book, and she was like, "Oh, look at these kids. They're just like our kids." And I think this is something I really like when people take away this, you know, that to understand that we are somehow all the same.